This is a very funny game that I just had recently. So my opponent wins the coin flip and chooses to go first. Plays this Zexal connection card. Lets him add something to hand after revealing crossout. Crossout's going to be dead against me because I don't have any hand traps. Gets out to automat level 4s. I don't know. They have effects. Anyway. Goes into Utopia. Gets a rank up magic. Uses Utopia as material to go into Utopia Prime. Plays rank up magic. Goes from Utopia Prime into Utopia Dragnar? Dragnar. And then goes into... or summons out Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy. So, to explain the board state real quick, this card can detach 2 in order to summon a number. This card can, once per turn, negate a spell card or effect and attach it. Just slurp it up right there. So my hope here is that they just immediately use the negation and slurp up the curtain raiser, because I got another curtain raiser in hand, so that would be that's otherwise like pretty dead. And hopefully I can, bait it out there. They don't take that bait. So I just end up getting it out. Now they're going to detach 2 here, and they're going to get another guy. This is Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. So this card, when it's got a material, it can detach to negate a monster effect. So monster effects aren't super important for me, but they kind of maybe will be. So I scale the Wisdom Eye here. I'm pretty confident that they're not going to slurp it up because they chose not to grab the curtain raiser, and that's fine because it would be really bad if they did. Then I scale White Wing. At this point, they realize that they probably have to, so they go ahead and do that. It probably would have been better for them to wait for me to use Wisdom Eye, but even if I didn't, I could have potentially pendulumed out more, gotten material on board, and it would have been really scary. So, understandable choice from them. Here I link off for the Electromite, and I'm going to use the Electromite in order to try and search something. They negate it. Very smart, because what if I, pulled an Astrograph Sorcerer into my hand? That would be fucked up. Anyway, I didn't really need that. All I needed was the pop. Of course, they don't know that that's all I needed. But I'm going to go ahead and pop. I'm going to add the Curtain Raiser to hand, since I can grab a Wisdom Eye after I summon the Astrograph, which is what I'm going to do. The problem is I don't have another Magician in hand, since my third card is Tuning Magician. So I can't actually get it. I needed to draw something good off the top. There were so many live draws, so many cards that would either search out a Magician or just were a Magician natively. All of those would have been completely bonkers, turned on the whole hand with Wisdom Eye down here. Unfortunately, I drew the third Curtain Raiser, so, happens. I'm going to link off for a Selene here and use the Selene to summon Tuning Magician. Oh no, I did need to do that because I didn't have another Magician Pendulum. Then I'm going to go into Access Code here. With Access Code, I've got 2 links in the bin, so I can use that to start popping. I can pop 2 and beat over the third, which is what I do. I have to pop that one. So the reason I popped the Galaxy Eyes first, it does have a quick effect that lets them attach a material to it. I don't know if there's any Galaxy Eyes material that would have been scary, but didn't really want to have to find out. And the other one can set attack to 0. This one can just change attack targets to it, so it doesn't really matter. And I can beat over. Now, if that set card was some kind of battle protection, that would be scary. But why on earth would the Utopia deck be running battle protection traps? That seems wrong. At least that was my thinking. I opt to not, I opt to just end. They have 1 card in hand, 1 set card that didn't do anything for them, so who knows what it is. Then my turn starts. I activate Skullcrabat. If they have an Ash, it kind of just ends here, and we stare at each other awkwardly. But I am going to get the search off, no Ash. Scale the double Iris. They do have interaction here. I don't know what it was, because After I add the Wisdom Eye to hand, I activate the double Iris, and they concede. With this, I don't know if they knew the line, but activate the double Iris to pump Skullcrobat. That doesn't really matter. All that matters is I pop double Iris, I get to search for Star Pendulum, then I'll scale Wisdom Eye, pop Wisdom Eye, get a search off of the Star Pendulum, and set up my scales. I'll get a Harmonizing Magician, I'll Pendulum out the Harmonizing Magician and the Astrograph that's in my face-up extra, and I'll end up on a Vortex Dragon, which should be enough to OTK, and even if they can live somehow, the Vortex Dragon will give me a negate. So, kind of funny game, I thought. An interesting board from the Utopia player. I feel like Utopia can probably make something a little bit better than that, but it wasn't, it wasn't bad. It was, 2 monster negates and some battle protection. Seems okay, depending on what that set card was. Could have been really scary, But, Pendulum Magicians, even with a hand that's not very good, good at bouncing back, good at playing through disruption. Really, really fun deck to play. Really great. And it gets a reputation for being really complicated. I don't know. I'm pretty dumb, and I seem to do okay.